So today we're on our penultimate letter of the alphabet. We're on Y. Y is for yielded. We're called to be yielded. That's the opposite of being stiff-necked. Yielded means to be pliant. To be pliant in the hands of God, to be like putty. You know, we've talked, haven't we, about before about being the clay in a potter's hand. That's what yielded means. It means being pliable enough to be moulded. When we say, "Here I am, Lord, you can mould me," He will. You know, oak trees are solid, aren't they? Massive, but solid. And when the big winds come, I mean hurricanes, we had a hurricane in England, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago, and it uprooted oak trees. Great big oak trees were uprooted and thrown across the street, just destroyed, because they're not bendy. And yet other bendy trees, they bent down and they withstood the storm. They still stayed there. God called the Israelites stiff-necked. We don't want to be stiff-necked. In James chapter 3, verse 17 says, "But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy." This is the wisdom that's from above. The wisdom from above says we need to be preferring one another. That's what yielding means. It means, and this wisdom means easy to be entreated, to be yielded, to be compliant. And when you yield, that means you give way. When you yield, it means sometimes, even though you want to win, you step back and let someone else take the first place. It means giving someone, you know, Timothy talks about preferring one another. And sometimes it means giving someone the front seat in the car, even though it's less comfortable in the back. Sometimes it means letting someone go ahead of you in the queue, even though you're in a hurry. Preferring one another, yielding to one another, but most importantly, yielding to God. Don't be stiff-necked. Don't be like, "God, I'm doing this my way," but His way. Do it His way. Do it and say, "Lord, not my will, but thine be done," which is what Jesus did in the garden before the crucifixion, didn't He? Father, He said, "If you can, take this cup from me. If you will, take this cup from me. But nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done." He knew what was going to happen, but He chose to yield. And sometimes it looks like things are tough for us. Sometimes God's asking us to do tough stuff. Sometimes He puts us through things which seem like they are not easy. But when we say, "Lord, not my will, but yours. It's not what I want, it's what you want that counts," then suddenly the being pliant in the potter's hands, we become a beautiful vessel of honor because we've allowed Him to mold us and shape us. So decide to be yielded today. Yield to God and yield to one another, preferring one another. Tomorrow, the final letter, Z. Or Z, if you're American.